What's good, YouTube? Now, in today's video, we're covering a crazy topic that's taken social media by storm. It's showing a lot of the ignorance in some certain group of people, and it's really got people on opposing sides. What story are we here to talk about? We're here to talk about the Austin Metcalf story. Now, just to double check, yep, it's Metcalf. I don't want to be saying the deceased name incorrectly. Now, Austin Metcalf is a white dude, and he was in a situation where he was stabbed to death by a black student during their school track meet in Frisco, Texas. Now, this has spiraled out of control. Obviously, there's a certain group of people who got their ignorant statements, but I'm actually glad because the father of the deceased son, he's chosen not to dwell in ignorance through this situation and look at it exactly for what it is and not an opportunity to spread his racial agendas. Now, let's actually break this down right here. Okay, so
the sad part about it is he died in his brother's arms. They were twins, identical twins, and his brother was holding on to him, trying to make it stop bleeding, and he died in his brother's arms. And I rushed up there and I saw him on the gurney. And I could tell. They said he wasn't breathing. I could see all the blood. I saw where the wound was.
Understandably still in shock, Jeff Metcalf says a precious memory was made just this past weekend when he took his twin boys hunting. That's where Austin got his first hog. Well, this morning at around 10, he rushed here to Kirkendall Stadium where the Memorial High School student athlete suffered a fatal stab wound during this track and field meet. Frisco police say a fight broke out between two students when one stabbed the other. More than 100 student athletes were participating in this meet. Fortunately, they were safely evacuated. Police arrested the suspect. He is 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony of Frisco. He is now charged with murder. Some students unfortunately witnessed this deadly encounter and have been interviewed by police. Despite life-saving efforts, the 16-year-old victim died at the hospital. Austin, his father shares, was born 2 minutes before his twin brother Hunter, the two inseparable, as you can imagine. Austin is being remembered as an outstanding student at Memorial High, his football team's MVP, and a young man of faith. His father grappling with loss and forgiveness.
I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have? What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet, and he murdered my son by stabbing him in the heart. The guy was in the wrong place. They asked him to move, and he bowed up. This is murder. I don't know. I know they have someone in custody.
Yeah, we do.
And you know what? I already forgive this person. Already. God takes care of things. God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of my family.
The victim's father says these two teens did not know each other before today. We do need to stress that police have not said what they believe led up to this deadly encounter. There is a prayer vigil tonight at 7 p.m. at Hope Fellowship Church right here in Frisco.
right here we have the father of Texas teen accused of fatally stabbing a football star from a rival school over a seat at the stadium says his son is a good kid who was provoked to violence. Everyone, and I quote, everyone has already made their assumptions about my son, but he's not what they're making him out to be, Andrew Anthony told the Post. Karmelo Anthony, 17, was arrested Wednesday for allegedly killing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet, leaving him to die in his twin brother's arms. He's a good kid. He works 2 jobs. He's an A student. He has a 3.7 GPA, the heartbroken dad said. Now for more about the actual story. Though Karmelo has been charged with first-degree murder, Anthony said his son's action was a heat-of-the-moment mistake that has brought tragedy to both families. I feel, and I quote, I feel bad for the other parents and family, and words can't explain how both families have been affected by this tragedy. Karmelo, a senior at Sentinel High School, was allegedly told he was sitting in the wrong seat before he drew a knife and launched his attack. The father of the victim told NBC Dallas Fort Worth. Carmelo allegedly stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest as his victim's identical twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, watched in horror. Hunter rushed to Austin's aid, but I couldn't save him. I tried to whip around as fast as I could, an emotional Hunter told WFAA. I looked at my brother, and I'm not going to talk about the rest. I tried to help him. Okay. Just a bit more here. There were twins, identical twins, and his brother was holding on to him, trying to make it stop bleeding, and he died in his brother's arms, their father, Jeff Metcalf, told NBC Dallas Fort Worth. Hunter called his parents to tell them about the stabbing, with their father rushing to the stands to find Austin on a gurney, not breathing. And then just the last bit here, the teen was pronounced dead at a local hospital. Okay. Now, you've seen the story for what itself, for what it is. Now, this has divided people because there is obviously the ignorant people who are using this as an opportunity. You know, there's some people who didn't even need the breakdown of the story. They saw the black kid mugshot. That's all they need to see, you know. And I wonder if this would go as viral if it was the other way around. You know, rest in peace to that man. But I just do wonder if it would go viral if the white kid stabbed the black kid like that, if it would go viral. I'm not too sure. Maybe it would. I'm not too sure. I'm just wondering. But anyway, so what I want to break down to you guys next is this update from the Frisco Police Department, because there's a lot of fake news going around. There is people saying that this was stand your ground, and Texas is a stand your ground state. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, and there also is false news. But let's read up this update from the Frisco Police Department. Chief Shilson, Frisco Police Department, April 3rd, 2025. Authorities are still investigating the recent stabbing of Austin Metcalf that happened at a track rally. However, it has come to our attention that a number of far-right bloggers have been spreading misinformation on social media about the incident, or intentionally omitting the details and circumstances that resulted in the stabbing. Exactly. You see what I mean, bro? These people are honestly sick human beings, because it's like, bro, someone actually died here, and you're going to use this to push your own racial agenda, purposely leave out facts. Because from what I'm hearing that the Austin Metcalf kid actually started the fight. You know, because if a white kid stabbed a black kid to death, and the black kid started the fight, I guarantee you these far-right people will be the same people saying, hey, you shouldn't go around starting fights. You shouldn't go around starting fights. He just defended himself, self-defense. You shouldn't go around starting fights. I guarantee that's what they'd be saying. But yeah, that's what I was alluding to throughout the video. You know how I'm saying, like, there's ignorant people? Is this. They're purposely leaving stuff out. They report. Twitter is just out of control, bro. Let me just say that, bro. Like, it's out of control, and this is what it looks like. Those people who really want to push freedom of speech, because I do believe in freedom of speech, but I don't believe freedom of speech is just as perfect as people think it is. When you really let people push their freedom of speech, you kind of let people come out with their caveman ideologies. You know what I'm saying? They're dumb, unintelligent, ignorant caveman ideologies. You know, these people claim to be civilized, but they're not. We are also disturbed by the number of news articles that have been posting highly misleading and vague headlines, falsely insinuating the victim was stabbed and killed at random. Exactly, bro. They're trying to make this seem like a black kid just got up and killed him. I'm telling you, bro, all they needed to see was the mugshot, these certain type of cavemen. So just for clarification, we would like to reiterate yet again that this was not a random or unprovoked attack. Our department has made that clear numerous times in news interviews and press conferences. It was also not racially motivated. The victim was stabbed during a mutual combat altercation that the white teen initiated with the suspect. Now, why have I read multiple blogs on this situation, even reputable people like the Daily Mail, the Sun? Let me do this when I say reputable, because they're really not. Daily Mail, the Sun, even this blog site here, the New York Post. Why are all these blog sites not reporting that this kid instigated this mutual combat? Does that not fit your narrative? Does that not fit your agenda? Okay. The victim was stabbed during a mutual combat altercation that the white teen initiated with a suspect. Austin started a confrontation with the suspect because by demanding a seat at the David Kaikendo Stadium that the black teen had first. When he refused to give them the seat, an argument ensued, and Austin then sucker punched him in the face and smashed his phone down onto one of the bleachers, causing the screen to crack. The track rally did not have any assigned seating at the stadium for this event, and patrons and the suspect were free to sit wherever they wanted in the facility. Wow. No wonder they're gonna leave this out, bro. No wonder they're gonna leave this out, bro. That's crazy, bro. So this white kid came up to him, bro, he didn't say this, but let's be real. This is how the nigga was thinking. Get your black ass up out my seat, bro. Boy. You know, he probably added that onto, boy. You know how they like to do. Get out my seat. And then smash his phone. Boy, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Reading that is kind of made me a bit less empathetic to the situation. It's still someone passing away, but if he really did this, bro, and they're trying to paint this black kid like he's just some violent, aggressive black kid from a aggressive home who just can't control his killing urges. Nigga, please, bro. This guy came up to him trying to bully him, bro. This is bully energy, bro. He came up to him, bro, get up on my seat. And there's no assigned, because I was thinking that, like, at these events, there's not assigned seating, bro. Not all the time, bro. Maybe some occasions, but a lot of the time there's not assigned seating. So I was thinking to myself, why did he tell him to get up out the seat? You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, both teams then got into a mutual combat brawl after the white team punched the suspect in the face, and Austin got stabbed while that altercation was taking place. So the suspect did not randomly stab Austin in the heart after he was told he was sitting in the wrong spot, as several bloggers online have inaccurately claimed. The suspect is claiming self-defense, and a grand jury will determine if that was self-defense under Texas law. Boy, you better hope that jury ain't white. The suspect was charged with murder strictly as a preliminary measure before we knew any of the facts on what led to the stabbing. The charges could be reclassified or downgraded as more evidence is reviewed. We will not allow bad actors to try and create racial division in our community by spreading intentional misinformation. The exact same misinformation was also spread by the right-wing media in states outside our jurisdictions, including the Kaylee Gain case, Ethan Lemon case, and Alabama boat brawl cases, which got national outrage on social media due to the false racial optics by a din. Each case also later turned out to be incidents of black individuals fighting back against assaults made by white suspects who attacked them first. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these cases, bro, black people aren't just going to look for trouble with white people, bro. They're not doing that, bro. Black people are not just going out their way to trouble white people, especially in this world that we fucking live in, bro, when it's not gonna go their way. You know what I'm saying, bro? But they love to leave all this shit out, bro. That's crazy, bro. And I'm seeing people who are supposed to be reputable bloggers. I'm seeing people who are supposed to be like Elon Musk. What the fuck are you doing with X, bro? You are so lame, bro. Before you got in control of X, I actually thought you was a decent person. You are lame as fuck. I can see it now. You are lame, bro. Because you let anything run on your app, bro. You mean to tell me you taking down Kanye's account for saying the racist shit he's saying, but there's so many right-wing niggas who you let run supreme on this app? We see where you align yourself, Elon. We see it for sure, bro. But and then it says here, so that's why we are asking the community to please wait for all the facts. While this incident is obviously a tragedy for our community and for the family, the fact of the matter is that Austin attacked the African-American teenager first, and the suspect was punched, assaulted, and being beaten prior to stabbing Austin to death. So this man was beating him, went up to him, bullied him, get up on my seat, cracked his phone, whooped on him, and then the nigga finally decided to defend himself. And now it's, oh my gosh, this black kid, this thuggish, ghetto, violent black kid killed this great white kid with a 4.0 GPA who just stayed out of the way and was a great kid. Bro, please, bro. Nigga, please, bro. Blacks, please, bro. And once again, rest in peace to Austin Metcalf. This is no disrespect towards him. He's deceased. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to talk about with him now. He's deceased, bro. I'm not disrespecting him at all. But, bro, for people to use this as an opportunity to push their own racial division, it's caveman activity. And that's what I'm going to call it from now on. But anytime I see some ignorant, just unintelligent shit, caveman activity, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's caveman activity, bro. But anyway, Austin Metcalf's father, he's actually using this as an opportunity to bring people together, because he's actually came out and said this is a human being thing. human being thing. This person made a bad choice. He's decided to not use this as a way to attack black people. He's actually used this as an opportunity to bring people together. He said this is not about race. It's just it's just a human who made a bad mistake, which is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, to have that type of introspection, patience, peace when your own son has passed away, to be able to still have that, to not let your ignorance supersede your intelligence. That's a wise man right there.
I want to clarify something right off the start, because I've already heard some rumors and some gossip. This was not a race thing, and this is not a political thing. Please do not comment if you do not know what happened. Do not turn this into a racial thing. It was not. Do not politicize this. It's not. This is a human being thing. This person made a bad choice, and it affected both his family and my family forever.
But yeah, bro. And it's crazy because people are actually attacking him for this. They're attacking him for saying it's not about race, which goes to show you they want to make this about race. His own father is saying this ain't about race, and you've got people who ain't involved in the situation talking about it's about race. And they're actually trying to call him a woke liberal for saying it's not about race. Like, God, do you niggas just wake up and your whole life just consists of woke, not woke, woke, not woke, woke, woke? Like, golly, bro. But here's the clip, though. But yeah, guys, you just seen all that for yourself, right? Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. It is a tragic situation overall, but like I said, it's unfortunate. I'm not gonna say it's sad, because it's not sad. I love when ignorant people expose their ignorance. It's not sad at all to see these racist people, bro. It's not sad. It's really just cavemen behaving like cavemen, uncivilized cavemen. It's in, you know what I'm saying? It's in them, bro. Let's just put it like that, bro. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, keep God first, and I'm out.